And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube and Rumble. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll be right back with you, Howlers. We'll be right back. How's over Bass. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
I'm Melanie.
And we have a very special guest. He fought in King of the Cage just last couple of weekends ago. His name is Daniel Renteria, right? Did I say it right?
Yeah,
welcome. So why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? Let them know who you are and what you do.
My name is Daniel Renteria. I'm an up-and-coming MMA fighter right out of the IE. I'm from Riverside. I'm just a young man just trying to chase a dream and become one of the best in the world at this sport that's really it's really changed my life for the better, and I just I'm going for the stars, man.
Yeah.
But you beat some ass this weekend.
Yeah.
No, this last weekend before. Yeah.
Sound humble about it. Yeah. No. Yeah.
You gotta take pride in it sometimes.
You deserve it.
Because dude, your clips are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that?
It's a good feeling, obviously, getting a win like that, getting a big win, especially because my last fight I came off a loss. So getting a big win like that was very important to me because, and I'm humble about it because that easily could have been me. Yeah. And it has been before. I've lost very quickly before, too. So,
So you got a humble, feeling about all this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay,
that's good, though. That's
How
good.
long have you been fighting for, you said?
Over a year now.
Oh,
my first fight was last year, the summer of 2023. And, that was my 8th fight last weekend. 2 weekends ago.
Oh, it's your 8th fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
in over a year, so that's pretty good.
So you fought 8 times within a year?
Yeah. I fought 3 times this year. No, 4 times already this year. I fought in January of this year, start of the year. I lost, took an L. And then I fought again July 27th, September 6th, and then actually this past weekend, so 3 times.
So are you more of a striker or a jiu-jitsu guy? I saw that you did a lot of striking.
Yeah. When I first started, mainly jiu-jitsu, just because that's what I started doing first. My older brother, he brought me to my first jiu-jitsu class when I was 16, and I fell in love with it right away.
Okay.
It was awesome.
You did a lot of striking in this one.
Yeah. I've been working my striking. It's gotten better. It's it's not the best. It's not where I want it to be. It's and
you beat some ass with it though.
Yeah.
I seen it. I was like, damn, this dude's beating some ass right now.
So my coach Malik, he's a really high level striker. He's worked with a lot of UFC guys before. He's a really decorated striker himself, and he instills it all in us.
Shout out to school you go to.
Oh, MMA Mafia right here. MMA. Shout out to them. Got up and coming gym. We got a lot of talent in the gym. Sure. My brother Josh Cervantes, he's a pro fighter. Anthony Da Silva, pro fighter. And we got a lot of young, hungry amateurs in the gym too. So
I noticed that, dude. And so it's funny because you're a jiu-jitsu guy, so I would have seen more jiu-jitsu, but your striking, dude. And you know what's crazy? Your striking was really good.
Thank you.
When I was watching the clips and everything, I was like, damn, this dude's killing it right now.
Is there a reason why you went with striking versus jiu-jitsu? Is it because you know what I mean? Sometimes they say you have a plan until you get hit. Was it okay, I'm gonna hit him
I think it's more I'm getting more comfortable with my striking that I kind of I'm okay with wherever the fight goes. I'm not gonna force if I'm beating his ass on the feet, I'm gonna beat his ass on the feet. I'm not
But was it something that made you do striking more for this fight?
For this fight?
Yeah, or it just happened like that?
It kind of just happened like that. This fight was super last minute for me, and the opponent, I know who he is too. We've trained together before too.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. Yeah.
And I've seen him fight before, so I kind of knew what I was getting into with him already, especially since I've trained with him before.
You kind of knew where your training needed to go.
I knew where I needed to go, and I know he's a good striker too.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
So that's what I was gonna ask.
He's
you
a good fighter.
you know who you're fighting and their style. You study it and then kind of go based off of that.
Yeah. The dude that I fought, he's a good fighter. He's a really good fighter.
Is that always a good thing to know because I remember the guy we had in before. He was saying he doesn't. Was it Lorenz?
Yeah.
Lorenz. He was saying that he doesn't like study the fighters before. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, he's going to go in there and just get it done.
Yeah.
So you with you knowing, especially how the person fights versus like when you started in the beginning and you say you didn't know the people, does it make a difference?
It does a little bit. Like, my coach is very big on studying and breaking down fighters for us. Like, that's what he breaks down our opponents to a T. Everything what they do right to what they do wrong, and it's just that helps us. Like, I don't really study my opponent. Like, I don't like watch their fights daily. Like, and he, like I said, he will tell me what they do right and do wrong, and then I'll kind of just go from there. And then I'll watch their fights here and there, but like, I don't like dwell on them too much because at the same time,
I wouldn't want to watch somebody.
It might
make me nervous or something. Like,
I could have this long game plan of like, I'm gonna do this and that, and then get completely starched in the first
fight,
round, and then it's over, and then it's just did all that.
So it could be a good thing, it could be a bad
nothing.
thing.
Yeah.
So your school's in Paris, right?
It's in Reno Valley. It's
Valley?
like the borderline of Paris.
So I never heard of that school until recently.
Yeah.
So how long has that school been around for?
For a while, we had he just changed the name. It was called MMA Personal Training for the longest time, but he just rebranded to MMA Mafia sometime.
Well, I saw the clips of like I've been watching it a little bit, and it seems like a really good school.
Yeah.
How long you been going there for?
About like 2 years now. I've been training about MMA for like almost 2 years, over 2 years now. I would go with my brother because my brother, he would just need like a drilling partner to go with, and then like I would go, and then we'll just drill, and then later on, because then I always wanted to fight. I always knew I wanted to fight too, and my older brother, he started training when he was like, I think my age too. He started training when he was like 16, 15.
So what's your go-to, like to train? How about that? Because I know you were striking a lot during that. What's your go-to when you train?
I like to mix it up, grapple, striking, and I try to be a complete fighter now.
You beat some ass, dude.
Yeah.
Like on this fight, I was watching it. I was like, "Damn, this dude beat some ass." Yeah.
So
you looked hardcore out there, dude.
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it.
Did I?
You know what's crazy? You're so humble about it, but you were like, bah, bah, you were handling it out there. How's
he
that
had
feel
tunnel
to you,
vision.
though?
He had tunnel vision.
Yeah, it's one of
like
those things in the moment you don't really think about it. You think about it, and like once I get in there personally, like I'm nervous walking to the cage. Like, oh man, everybody's nervous. I got my friends, family watching me. Like, I might get beat up. And then obviously, like once I get in there, once the door's locked, it's time to go. There's nothing. I just want to win. I'm gonna win by any means necessary. That's
I love that.
That's the goal at that point. And sometimes as you get locked in, so a brutal finish comes and you don't really think about it.
So you've been actually like competition for a year, but you said you've been doing jiu-jitsu. So you've been doing jiu-jitsu for years.
Years, like since I was 16, like over 5 years now.
Okay.
I've done hundreds of jiu-jitsu tournaments, jiu-jitsu competitions, but yeah, it's been pretty cool. But
so the majority you go to when you train is ground.
Yeah, probably. We're very grappling heavy.
What belt are you?
I'm just a blue belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. I train at Peerless Jiu-Jitsu in Corona. That's where I do a lot of my jiu-jitsu. But like when I'm doing my MMA, I'm obviously doing with my gym, MMA Mafia, and then yeah.
What kind of kickboxing do you do more of? Is it Muay Thai?
A little bit of both. Mainly like Dutch kickboxing style.
Dude,
Yeah.
really? So I train at Shark Tank, right? It's all Dutch. Dutch styles, it's not a lot of Dutch style kickboxers. It's very rare. So I love the Dutch style kickboxing.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's my favorite. Dude.
Yeah.
For everything, out of everything, but like, see, I'm older now, so when it comes to MMA, I love jiu-jitsu right now, gi style.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I didn't like gi at all. I wanted to just kickbox all day. I wanted to stand up. I wanted to stand up and bang. I wanted to knock somebody out. Now that I'm older, I want to do jiu-jitsu. Gi. You know what I'm saying? But just keep going all day.
Yeah, the gi's fun.
It is.
I like doing the gi. Even it's a little annoying sometimes, but I like doing the gi. I just love jiu-jitsu overall, so like I love no gi. So, but yeah, it's a little like sometimes people say like, oh, the gi doesn't really help for MMA, but
it always does. I think.
Yeah.
I think every type of training, you know that, dude. How old are you?
21.
Youngster, that's why. So every type of training helps for everything.
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
Where do you want to see this go from here?
Like my MMA career,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be one of the best fighters I can possibly be and fight all over the world.
He's shooting for the stars.
Yeah, I really am. You know, I've always wanted to fight like in Japan, won championship, Ryzen. Always wanted to do that, and of course, eventually get to the UFC, and then just make a name for myself, become champion. You know.
What other fights have you done, like, or is King of the Cage like your biggest one so far?
Like different shows that I fought for. I fought for Epic Fighting. They're a pretty big show out here. Lights Out, and then King of the Cage. And yeah.
Okay.
Definitely some big shows.
That's good. Getting exposure.
Your fighting clip was amazing, dude. Like I was there looking at it like, damn, this dude's a killer.
It's just a clip. I wish the fight was longer.
I trained for so long, like most of my life, and when you see somebody that did some badass shit, you're like, all right, I'm loving that. You know what I mean? Like it was a badass clip, dude.
Yeah.
Your family, because you're young.
Yeah.
Your family came to your fight.
Yeah, they always come. My mom and my
what did they think when they saw you?
They love it.
There's like, kill him. Most families like just crazy about it, huh?
Yeah, they're always. I could like every time like they send me clips, they're just screaming and like screaming like all cheering. My mom's always like, get him. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get him. They're always like, oh, punch him. I'm trying.
They don't know.
Yeah, like,
you can hear them in the audience.
No,
okay.
Or
this
just
last
like,
show I couldn't hear nobody because it was a little bit. That setup was different, but like sometimes I could hear my mom like, "Oh, hit him!" Like, of course, I'm trying to hit him.
They don't know the logistics of shit.
Yeah,
just hit him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm getting hit too.
The time that you have like that you have lost, or if you took some punishment, how does your mom feel about that?
I've never been beat up too bad. You know, I've always there's no injuries, nothing like that, and but my mom's always been supporting me. My family still loves me. My coaches still. They still care about me. My teammates still care about me, so it's all good.
Are you at a point where like, or is your family supportive enough when you do lose? Like when you're in that mindset, like, and when you're down on yourself, like how do you come back from a loss? Or do you
he punches his way out like the last one.
Gather my thoughts, recollect everything, and think about my mistakes, and then get back in the gym. You know, after my last loss, I trained that Monday. I fought Saturday, was in the gym on Monday. You know, so just get back to it. I haven't stopped training, Like, I've been training for fights since like July. Non-stop.
Well, losses at this time doesn't matter.
No, definitely.
You know, it doesn't matter right now. Like, you're doing your thing. You're going to keep growing. You keep fighting. What does it really matter?
Yeah.
It makes you better. Because that's why you won this last fight the way you did, too. You know? You're like, I'm not going to lose like that again. You know what I mean? So, I understand that. I like that. It's cool. So, what's next for you, though? What do you want to see next for you? I know you said UFC.
Yeah.
Or like a specific fighter that you're like have your eye on. You want to go up against.
There's a couple people that we're looking at. You know, of course, I think the King of the Cage just got a new bantamweight champ or featherweight champ this past weekend. So of course, I'm coming for that strap. You know, whoever has it, I'll take it. It doesn't matter. You know, being a champion is. I want to be a champion, you know, an amateur champion. I just want to get that off my bucket list. State champion, get that off my bucket list, you know. And then I'll bring the belts right back here when I get them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Bring it over here.
Give us a vision. Like, how does it look? Your up and coming fight, 6 a.m. to
routine kind of like what kind of music gets you in that
everything,
zone, like
and food, everything. Like how was training life for the fight?
For a fight, it's pretty hectic, you know. So I work at FedEx. I work overnight too.
Oh, they slave motherfuckers.
Like I got work at 2 a.m. actually
today.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shit. And then so I'll go to work, hustle, come back home, take a quick nap, and then I'll do like a small workout, and then get ready to train later on that night around like 7. And then just grind.
Damn, was work at 2 a.m.?
Yeah. And then I'll just grind in the gym for hours, however long it be. And then
what's the diet looking like?
Right now?
Do you have up and coming fight?
No, not right now.
So for a fight, like, how is it? Especially with, I mean, I would imagine you sleep a lot too, like,
yeah,
because 2 a.m. and
the way you fought though doesn't seem. I don't know.
Back on the fight.
No, because
He's obsessed.
look.
Right.
You know,
I wish we could play the clip.
how it is with me is
Bring it back.
Is I don't really care about a lot of that stuff, but this dude fought badass.
Well, I mean, it all goes up
Like, he
into
took it.
like
What-
that
yeah,
fight.
what he
You know,
does
like,
How
before-
many fighters have we had in here? This dude fought badass.
Right.
I'm
But
like,
what
I'm
you-
like,
but what
for
you do
those that
leads
didn't
up
see
into the
it,
fight.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
That's what leads up into the fight. You gotta
Right.
certain things you have to do, because I'm pretty sure if you didn't do certain things before the fight, that wouldn't have happened. If you weren't prepared or if you didn't do certain, you know what I mean, train a certain way, that badass fight that you liked, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
did you
happen.
work the day you fought?
no.
Oh, okay.
But to say
So-
if you work the day you
2
fought,
hours.
somebody
Yeah.
needs to pay your ass. I mean, like,
double time.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
2 a.m. 2 a.m. after 2 a.m. to fight.
Yeah.
Like what?
But that's what we want to know. Like what gets you in the zone, focused, and it just grind,
Yeah.
motivated.
Motivation is just to be the best. I want to be the best. That's what drives me.
So you want this to be a career?
Yeah, of course, definitely. I wouldn't do this if
Yeah, because one of the fighters, he said he doesn't know if he wants to do it. The other kid that he won, not the one with the tattoos on his face, the other one that we had on after. He said he doesn't know if he wants to fight again.
Yeah.
He said you know what I mean. He's gonna see if it happens. It happens. If it doesn't, then you know what I mean. Because everybody.
I mean, that's cool if you want to just have a couple fights. You don't want to.
I can't see me getting my ass beaten, me working out like this, and just
Yeah.
and just saying fuck it next week. Like
I mean, it could just be a hobby for some. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
well, I
I mean-
get that, but walking in the cage
If you
is
just like to
different.
just
It's
stress.
different. Like this isn't a hobby for me. No
that's
more.
what I'm saying. Like I would think that you would take this serious. Like it would be a long term thing. Like you getting your body to a certain point. You know what I mean? Your mindset, your training, and not everybody can take punches in the face. You have to be a certain type of motherfucker to stand in the ring with somebody and just like get punched on, or give punches too. Because what Lorenz said, when he goes in, he actually wants to hurt the other person.
He wants to be the best he can.
Yeah,
be.
he wants to hurt somebody. Like
He
you have to
wants
have a
to show-
mindset to do some shit like that.
So when you trained for this fight, right? Did you have the mindset? I want to be the best I can be in that cage.
Yeah, of course.
Like
100%. And you know what motivates me too? Like when I look at my opponent across the cage, I look at them as the best fighter in the world.
At that time.
To keep me sharp. And it
Makes
me
sense.
it gives me like a sense of like, okay, I'm fighting the best as well. Even though maybe they're not.
It's just to help you, just to
stay
Yeah.
mind fuck yourself.
Yeah, stay locked
To be, I'm
in,
gonna
stay
destroy
sharp.
him.
Yeah. Because if I'm like, oh, this is a bum, and then I go out there and get slept,
Yeah.
or just so it's like, it keeps me sharp.
What are
like that.
what are some of the fighters that you like not fight like, or that you like get your like damn, I want maybe I should try to do this like that person, like or idol.
Motivate you
Yeah.
or like
Um, I love like fighters that I look at, like Habib Nurmagomedov. His grappling's obviously on another level. Usman Nurmagomedov, his grappling and his striking are on like. I try to like if I could be a fighter, I would probably be like Usman Nurmagomedov, just because like his striking and his grappling are so on point that he's just dangerous everywhere he goes. It doesn't matter, but like Charles Oliveira, of course, that's like a personal favorite fighter of mine. Like the Diaz brothers, they're not like the most like
They're
great.
dangerous.
They're dangerous, but like I like them because like I can relate to them like
Yeah.
more like on a personal level than like any like other fighter, you know,
Yeah.
and like stuff like that. But
Let's get into a little bit of that on the personal side. Like growing up, did you get bullied? Because some fighters.
Yeah, we hear a lot about that. So
Yeah, did
MMA
you-
fighters.
Did you get bullied? or
Even Eddie Millis, he's one of our co-hosts. He's been in the MMA game for a long time. He got bullied. I didn't even know this because he was my coach.
yeah,
And he's a freaking animal. But he's like, yeah, I got bullied. I was like, what the fuck? It
Yeah.
was like, I couldn't even imagine him getting bullied. Was that kind of how you started, or how did that go?
no, I never was bullied or anything like that. Like my childhood was pretty normal. Like I had a normal childhood. I had both my parents, you know.
So who got you in MMA?
Who got
brother.
me into MMA? I mean, I've always.
Oh, well, his brother got him into the.
I'm like, listen, nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
But he took it to the next level.
Yeah.
I've always liked it as a kid. You know, I was like watching boxing. My dad loved boxing, and my grandpa loved boxing. So like, I always loved just combat sports. But like, what motivated me to really want to train was seeing my brother start training and stuff like that.
How old's your brother?
You said he's a pro fighter too,
He's
right?
a pro fighter. He's like 28, I think. I don't
Oh
know.
damn.
Yeah.
What is he fighting?
Right. He just turned pro. He fought his first pro fight for Lights Out, and you know, he's getting back in the gym right now. He's working on some stuff. I think he's gonna have I think he's gonna fight for Cage Warrior soon. I think. So that'd be pretty dope.
So when you say pro fighter, a lot of people think just automatically just UFC.
Yeah.
And Dana White. You know what I mean? So there's different. There's different. I don't know, like what. Not venues, but what do you want to say? Like, it's different
Companies like King of the
Yeah.
Cage,
Competition
UFC,
fights.
like Bellator.
Lights Out, you
Like
said.
pros on the regional circuit, like they don't really like. I don't think.
So
They,
does he get
he
paid?
could, yeah, he gets paid, and he could fight for like other professional shows
Yeah.
in the regional scene. But like, no, they don't like. He's not like. There's nobody who's really signing to like
Yeah.
other shows until like gets like the UFC and stuff like that, or like Bellator, stuff like that, PFL. But yeah, he still works a regular job too.
So
So after the win, okay, tell us a little bit about that. Because I know, so you go back to the gym, are you preparing for the next one? Like, how's this all going?
After the win, you know, I was happy, of course, but then you know, never satisfied. You want to go on the next one, you know. I right back to the gym. I was right back in the gym on Monday, you know, working, trying to get better, and then just you know.
My bad. I'm gonna show them the clip because like this clip.
Have
is
you
fucking badass?
have you been at a point where you like, you know what, fuck this, I'm not like.
I'm
not
done.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to.
Definitely.
Practice anymore.
Getting my ass beat in training by my brother, my other teammates. Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
That's how you
Especially
win.
losing. Like, now, like when you lose, that's where like kind of like where the most I feel like doubt comes. Like where you don't really, like you just doubt yourself. Like, oh, do you like, can I really do this? Like, am I really like built
For
for
me?
this?
Yeah.
But then you know, you get out of it.
Is that does it help you
Snap
have
out of it.
right? Does it
Yeah.
help you having like the coaches and the people around you? Is
Yeah.
that what really helps you
Yeah,
besides you,
definitely.
yourself when you can't like get yourself out of it?
Definitely, my coaches and my teammates are really uplifting. That we're all like minded. We all want to be the best. We're all we're all
Right.
striving for the same thing. So it's easy to come back to the gym and get right back to it, not feeling like, oh, I got to show up to
Yeah,
my teammates.
they're
again.
young. Well, you're young, so you can snap back like that
This
mentally.
motherfucker killing it. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta show this guy. Right
The song, mute it.
here. Nah, I'm not muting it. That's badass.
Mute the song.
Yeah. He was beating some ass,
Yeah,
guys,
flag.
over here.
You get it flagged.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Stupid.
You're stupid. I'm gonna fight you right now for saying that.
I'll get my homeboy to fuck you up.
He's on my side.
I'll get my homeboy to fuck you up.
He was killing it over here, guys. I forgot about
So
the song.
you said you guys were friends. Like, how was that fighting somebody that you know?
We're not like best friends.
Well, yeah.
Like we're not like texting on the daily. But
Yeah.
like if we see each other in the gym, like what's up, you know?
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that.
And you seen him like fight like train like across the way, like
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I've seen him in the gym training, and you know I've trained with him personally. Like
See, he's from the same area you're from?
I think he's from like San Bernardino.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it happens all the time, but like a lot of times in the fights, the fight game, usually you don't. They're from further out, you know.
Yeah.
But you kind of happen to know this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to fight my brother, so
Yeah.
I get that part. It's not like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So I get that. But it's a little different, I feel like, nowadays because they're a little bit more different about things. But how was it? Like, you didn't care, huh?
No, it wasn't personal for me. Just
Yeah.
just
You
not-
walk in and you just got to do
you
your
spar
job.
with your brother, your older brother.
Yeah, it beats me up.
Beats you every time?
Every time.
You don't get them. You haven't gotten them yet, or
Nah.
submitted it. No tap outs
Oh.
yet.
You know what it is?
Jiu-jitsu
sometimes?
wise, I think I'm better than. I tell him this to his face. I don't care. You know?
Stand up.
He's watching. I know he is.
But-
Because you got a lot of people watching right now.
Striking wise, he's way better than me. He's been striking longer than me. He pieces me up every time.
Yeah.
You know, he'll let me get like a little couple combos in, and then he'll right back on me, just beats me up. But when we're rolling, doing jiu-jitsu, I don't care. I don't know if you're listening right now.
I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah. But he'll
cool,
catch
though.
me every once in a while, and then he'll brag about it. 'Cause,
What's your what's one of your favorite submissions?
Darces, triangles, guillotines. Obviously, I got a guillotine in the fight. Those three for
Yeah, I was
me.
watching it right now.
I feel like those are like the essentials of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like those are like the three major submissions anybody.
Key lock. I
Yeah,
love doing the
that's
key
good.
lock on motherfuckers when I was doing it.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like it all just always works. It just always catches somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you got him guillotined.
Yeah, the guillotine was pretty tight. He was gargling as soon as I locked it.
You heard it?
Yeah. As soon as I locked it up, it was pretty tight. I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
I guillotined somebody at work before.
Oh yeah.
At work.
At work, somebody tackled me and I put my legs around him and I freaking guillotined his ass.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, but you'll probably do it one day at work. I'm just like,
True.
So I know because sometimes fighters like you have to have your hands licensed or whatever. Like boxers, right? Boxers.
That's a real thing. Still?
I don't know if it's still a thing. Is it
we don't
the
do
same
that
with
shit though.
fighters? Like MMA
We don't
fighters?
really want to because it's all bad for us. You know what I mean?
I don't know,
but
to
is
be
like,
honest.
do you have to, or why did they do it in the first
Probably,
place?
but we don't do that shit.
Wait, but that's the thing though. Getting your hands licensed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're not doing that shit.
I mean, amateurs don't have to do it. I don't know if
So once you become pro, you have to get your hands.
I'm not too sure
Shit,
about that.
And a lot of pros don't even have it though, because who would want that? You know what I'm saying? You get in a fight at a bar, now you're completely screwed.
No, she was saying you
I
like.
know, but-
Is it a have to thing?
Nothing in life is a real have to thing on some things. Like,
What?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
What did he just say?
I own this business.
And don't-
There's not a
and
real have to
he
thing.
had to get licenses in order for
Right, you have
yeah,
to in order to be
No,
legit.
you
Like,
have
you know what I
to.
mean? Like, I was just asking. I know. I know
Yeah,
boxers used to do it. I don't know if it's
that's
still a
what- I didn't
thing.
know if it was. I didn't know if it was a thing. And I heard about it. I didn't know if it was a thing.
Oh my god.
But what's next? Or when is your next fight? Or are you just like
Yeah, do
taking
you
a
have one
break?
next?
We're trying to get one for October 27th. I know that's a quick turnaround too.
Yeah.
But we're still like,
You seem good though.
Well,
You know,
Halloween
nothing's
knockout.
hurting you.
I'm ready whenever. But
I love that shit.
yeah, hopefully we get another one in before the end.
Where
of the
would
year.
where would it be at if you like? Is there an up and coming event? Is that why or up and coming fight?
I never fought for the show. It's called Proving Grounds MMA, and then
Okay.
so we're working on trying to get on that show, but I don't know if we're going to. And but if not, it's okay. But hopefully, I don't know when the next King of the Cage show is, but hopefully we get on that one too.
You're just gonna be training every day till then.
Training every day. Hopefully, yeah. I want to get one more fight in before the end of the year though, for sure.
Yeah.
2 or 3, if I get lucky. But
3. That's one a month. Or that'll be 2 for October, 1 in November and
Yeah.
December.
It's different though. He won, so it's like I don't know. When you're good, you can keep fighting. You don't get hurt as much. You keep going.
Bounce back.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's hard to bounce back from a fight because your leg you can be hurt forever. That leg just keeps
Lingers
limping
on.
on that. You know what I mean? Like, but he kicked ass. So
Have you
And he's young too, so I feel like
yeah.
have you had
But
any
even
major,
then-
have you had any major injuries?
from fighting, no,
Yeah.
not yet. I haven't. I've had
You're a humble ass dude.
yeah.
You can just see, dude.
Yeah, I try to be. But I've had I tore my ACL playing football. Like
I want to say fight.
yeah,
that's
my
major.
freshman year, I was like, "Fuck football, I'm never playing again." But
Did you get surgery? For
You're
it?
all-
yeah, I
I'll
had to
fight.
get surgery. Yeah, but nothing major from fighting.
It was a full tear.
Yeah, full.
Damn.
tear. Yeah.
sheesh.
So that doesn't. I mean, well, shit. With grappling and jiu-jitsu, that doesn't affect you because you know what I mean. The moving around on the floor and on your knee and then pulling.
Hands on your knees, hands on your knees.
You like that? You know.
What? Focus.
I am focused.
Nah, when I'm rolling, when I'm training, my knees are good.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying when I'm training, my body feels good. My knees are good.
Damn, that's you lucky. I know a lot of people.
He's young. You can bounce back like that.
Damn.
Remember when you were young?
Now I know why you did. Now
Years
I know
ago.
why you did the youngsters. Now I know what's going on.
Whoa, whoa.
I just
This is not a DNR episode, okay? Calm down.
Yeah. God damn it, Jacob. Sorry for my son. But
Getting out of hand.
For fighting, is it like how do you look at it as like, you know what I mean? This is the only thing I'm gonna do forever. Because like, is there what's after for you?
After fighting, man, I don't know. I would love to be like, maybe like a head jiu-jitsu instructor somewhere. You know, open a gym. That'd be pretty cool.
so your jiu-jitsu is like everything. Right
Yeah, I love jiu-jitsu.
You're obsessed with it then?
If I wasn't doing MMA, for sure I'd be doing it. If there was MMA money in jiu-jitsu, I would just do jiu-jitsu. But
Oh yeah.
People are
sure.
obsessed with it.
Because so jiu-jitsu, there's only competitions. There's no
Like,
actual
there's-
like UFC for jiu-jitsu type
there's
thing.
there's
I mean,
it's
there
getting
is.
pretty popular now. Like ADCC, that's probably the biggest jiu-jitsu tournament in the world. Like and then
You gi no gi. Or are you both?
I do. I like to do both.
Okay.
I mean, no gi a lot more now, but
Oh, really?
yeah. But I'll throw on the gi every once in a while.
But is
So they're more no gi then?
yeah.
Okay.
gi is the out. It's the uniform that they wear with the belt. That's the gi.
I love.
It's white and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a gi.
When I first started, I was all no gi, and then I started doing gi. But I actually like. Gi
I've always been all gi.
Yeah.
now. You don't even know what that shit is.
I know what it is. I'll fuck you up in the gi.
What the fuck?
Fuck your gi
Get
up.
him right now.
No gi.
Shirt.
No gi is just naked.
Shirt.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course you would like it. No gi.
No diddy.
No, it's just
Diddy.
t-shirt, shorts, whatever it is.
Yeah, no diddy.
He likes no gi because
No,
I said gi.
he said gi. You said no
You
gi.
said no gi.
I know gi.
You said naked actually.
Naked.
Oh
Butt
my
naked.
god.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna start watching these videos now.
Right.
All of us just be all getting hot. Like, oh damn.
No, my brother's
should be all
a big
sweating watching
UFC
it.
like buff.
In the
so
UFC, they don't use gis. In the
Yes,
UFC.
But-
buff, huh?
all these different fights and gis, no gis. I'm like, oh, I need to learn.
She was at your
something.
fight.
So if you ever see karate class, like karate taekwondo, they wear gis.
Yeah.
Only non
I used to do
MMA
karate.
guys talking
He
about
wore
karate.
gi.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
You know what I'm talking
It's
about?
white- it's all white.
He's
I
like
got to
fucking
orange.
karate.
That was
We're
it.
talking about that
When people
shit.
are like, "Oh, what's a gi?" I'm like, "You
Yeah.
ever seen the Karate Kid? Where he's wearing the little outfit? That's a gi.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my
Okay.
reference."
But a jiu-jitsu gi is thick.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
really
way
good.
thicker than karate gi. Ain't shit. You can rip that shit. It's like a pussy. Shit.
Easy.
No, I'm
I
just
took karate, and you know what I mean.
Same.
He's a karate guy. That's why.
Orange
he's like,
belt.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
I got the red. You know what I mean.
he's all like, this motherfucker. Let me just get
I
you out
got
quick.
the red.
That's funny. All right. Well,
so
I learned something new today.
Tell us a little about who you are, though, beyond fighting. Like, who are you?
I'm just a simple guy. I don't really do much. I don't really go out too much. I just like to focus on what I have to do in my personal life, which is just work and train, and that's it.
He has a goal to
It's really,
accomplish.
I'm really focused on what I really want. I really want to make something out of this.
Oh, you're obsessed with this sport.
Yeah,
then.
definitely.
That's
definitely.
good.
I'm trying to. Lately, I've been trying to change my mindset to think like a pro, live like a pro. and
Got
just,
to.
You know,
How many
It's a
times have you
mindset
fought in King of the
mentality.
Cage?
that was my first time.
Okay. How many fights have you had?
8.
Eight.
Different venues?
Yeah, different shows.
Okay. That was your first again. So, because I know it's all different, but you're amateur, right? So how many wins and losses?
I'm 6-2.
Okay.
That's good. 6 minutes.
How was the wins? How did you win?
My very first fight, I won by knockout. My second fight, I won a decision. My third fight, I got like another TKO. Fourth fight, I had a submission. And then my fifth fight, I ended up losing by submission. And then
This one.
I won again. After that, I won a decision. Then I lost another decision, and then I just won.
Okay.
It sounds like you're a striker then. I mean, from all the wins, like you sound like you have what, 2, 3. Yeah. Sounds like you're a striker.
You know, it just kind of happened.
Hey, if you were to see him fight, it wouldn't even seem like he has this attitude. He fights different.
Yeah.
He fights
the
different than how he
energy.
talks.
Yeah.
He's like,
When he gets in the ring, he's
Right.
like, amped up.
What's your walkout song?
My walkout song, it's called "Are You Mine" by Arctic Monkeys. That song gets me pretty hyped. But they didn't play it.
They didn't.
They didn't play. I was pretty upset. They played like some generic ass rock music. I was like,
Really?
what is this? You know?
they didn't hype you up at all. Huh?
Nah.
You know,
But he
I'm
was
gonna
mad.
really
He was
looking-
like,
he was looking
fuck
around
that
like,
Yeah, I'm really
song.
gonna fuck this guy up now.
Yeah.
Who has the ox?
Yeah. And 1,000 Blunts by Suicide Boys. I used that song.
Suicide Boys are sick as
Yeah,
fuck.
that song.
That
gets me
muddy
pretty
water,
turned.
muddy blunts is dope too.
That song gets me pretty turned when I walk out. But it's hit or miss with these shows because they never get your walkout song right.
Right.
Like you'll request Tupac and they'll play fucking Beyonce or something.
He likes that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I like Beyonce, but I wouldn't play
He
it.
thinks he's Beyonce. That's why.
Who would you want to walk out with? Like what artist?
Oh, if I got to walk out with the artist?
Yeah, like 'cause you know boxers be doing that shit
boxers,
nowadays. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
Like big time, you know?
Suicide Boys. Da, da, da.
Kendrick would be cool.
That would be sick.
Kendrick would be super
That'd be
dope.
sick.
Terrence Crawford walked out with Eminem. That was pretty dope. Walking out with Eminem.
I had to pay that motherfucker his whole check for him to walk out with him, unless he was a fan. Unless Eminem was a fan.
Yeah. So I walked out to Busta Rhymes Kung Fu. It was called "Make You Feel Like This Shit Was Kung Fu." Like it was a badass song by Busta Rhymes.
So yeah,
you don't know because he.
I don't know.
He would
That
listen to
song.
Taylor
I don't
Swift.
either.
coming
I
out, you know what I'm saying?
don't. Nobody knows.
I like Busta too, but I ain't never heard that song.
No
Well, it's
hoo-ha or
badass.
nothing?
I'll play it later. How about that? And then I'll yell about this fool in the face right now.
Oh my god, you always trying to fight somebody.
Yeah, always. But yeah, so you said the next fight that could happen would be
October.
October
27th.
27th. We're trying to get some things finalized, but we're just waiting on response.
So how long has this school been open for?
Um,
MMA Mafia.
he's had a gym since like 2020, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, it was called MMA Personal Training before, and he just rebranded the name to MMA Mafia.
He hit me about you. That's how we started talking originally, and I was like, "Yeah, let's get him on." Then I saw your clip. I'm like, "Damn, this dude! I remember this dude." Because we were, I wasn't commentating. We were. I was in the back hanging out, and that's when we were watching this fight though. Yeah, and I was like, "Damn, this dude was killing it." What number fight were you? Do you remember? What
It was the third fight.
Okay.
Third fight of the night. Yeah.
Yeah. So right after the dude that came in the last time,
Yeah.
he was second fight.
Oh,
He came in
the
right
tattoo on the face or the other one? The other one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, when it comes to MMA, how dedicated are you? Like, do you want to move forward on different venues, or do you want like what's next for you on this?
Like I said, I just want to. Like I really, I'm serious about MMA, of course, and I really want to become professional. I want to make it on the big shows. I want to fight all over the world. You know, I want to win belts, different organizations. You know, make money, of course. Making money is always the goal, and you know.
Do you think you're ready at this point, so as far as like that national, like that on TV, like you think you're ready? Or is there a time where you're never just ready? You just have to get in there and just fucking do it.
Yeah, I think I just gotta be like, I'll know when I'm ready. At this moment, you know, I'm not. There's some things I gotta figure out and work on still as amateur. But you know, once I'm ready, I'll be locked in. I'll be ready.
What
to go.
belt do you fight at, or like what's that level? What is it called?
Weight class?
Yeah, that one. Weight class.
Like 135 and 145.
So what is that like?
Like,
Bantamweight and
Bantam?
featherweight.
Oh, okay. Would you consider going up in weight, or you want to stay at the
Those
weight
people,
you're at?
like, it's kind of crazy to think, like, even for like 145, I'm kind of small. Like,
well,
I'm not.
You're 145.
Yeah, I fight at 145, and mainly all my fights have been 145. And then the fight I did at 135, you know, I felt good. It wasn't a bother. But going up to like 155, like, I would look tiny because those dudes are like cutting down from like 180. They're getting down to 155, and it's just
They're already naturally big.
They're already big.
A lot of my brother.
I weigh 155 right now, just naturally. Like,
So my brother used to fight at 155. His legs were all freaking massive.
Your brother was 155.
When he was like freaking head kicking people and like.
Your brother looks bigger than that though, right now. Like,
dude, he's freaking 40 now.
that doesn't mean you got to be big.
But I'm saying back in the day, he was 155, and that's what he was fighting at.
Body shaming here.
Right.
Just
You know what I'm
kidding.
saying? Like,
No, but meaning like he doesn't.
I'm gonna have him head kick you.
He doesn't look like a small guy. Like,
He was always small. Back in the
Damn,
day.
that's crazy.
Yeah, he was always small. His legs were big as shit though. So like he would fight and he would head kick somebody and spin him. It was wild. A lot of the guys we used to train with were at that fight.
yeah.
So it was wild because we haven't seen these guys in years, and they were all at that fight. Because our other co-host Eddie Millis, he was over there, and he got
he got the belt for the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Yeah. So when he got the belt, a bunch of our old buddies were there that we used to train with. But you'll know, dude. One day when you get older, you'll be like, "Hey, all these motherfuckers are up here today," and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, because dude, training's different. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that school though. I don't know that school. I wish I kind of like knew more about it to see how you guys train. Is it brutal? Is it hardcore? Your brother probably fucks you up because he's your brother.
Yeah.
He wants to, especially before a fight.
Yeah.
He's like probably fucking on your ass, right?
Yeah,
if he's a good brother.
Yeah, definitely. We're always pushing each other. Like when our teammates are getting ready for fights, you know, we're always trying to give it our best.
Oh, he's a part of the same gym?
Yeah.
Your brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're always getting like one of our teammates, Anthony De Silva. He's getting ready for a pro fight in a couple weeks, and we're pushing him daily. And
How is it? How do you get your mindset to get in the cage? Like when you see somebody else that's like, because when you were talking about the weight class and that you couldn't go up because they're already bigger. How do you fight somebody like that? You seem like they're like, oh, like damn, this motherfucker's taller and bigger, and but you got to fight him. Like how do you like just, you know what I mean?
it's kind of just like, for me personally, it's kind of like it's a fight at the end of the day. Like
you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't really care.
It's not like it's not like a, oh shit, this motherfucker's big. He might whip my like. It
Nah,
just, it
it's
is
not
what,
like that. But
okay.
like my opponent, he was taller than me. I think he's like 6'1", but like I didn't really care. I was like, when this fist
gotta
touches
do
your
it.
chin, you know, it don't matter.
And he fucked him up.
It doesn't matter how tall you are.
He the one you won. He was 6'1".
Yeah.
He was 6'1".
Oh shit.
Allegedly, that's what they said.
Allegedly, you allegedly murdered his ass too, and won.
So, like, when I used to train, I started training at 19. You didn't give a fuck about that either. When you get a little older, you start giving a fuck. But at like 21, you ain't gonna give a fuck how tall this guy is or any of that shit. Like, cause you're like it's like.
But they wouldn't put someone in your weight class that's outside of that, right?
But
it has to be somewhat kind of like within the limits.
No, because what I was saying, like, somebody could be my height and my weight, but built different. Like where this motherfucker look like he's like, you know what I mean, yoked up, and you know what I mean. I'm just sitting here just pudgy and shit, and this motherfucker look like he about to just nigga G.I. Joe. I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna kill me. You know what I mean? Like some people, like as I said, you have to have a certain mindset to be a UFC, or a cage fighter, because it's like to get punched on.
But then it's like different styles too. Like your style would be probably different than his, you know, based on.
But still, I mean, if he can knock you out, he'll knock you out with a punch instead of you know what I mean, putting you in submission if he can.
So what has started you in this though? Like, did you do any martial arts before? Any traditional style wrestling, anything like that?
Nah, I wish I would have wrestled when I was younger, and like when I was in high school, I didn't think about that much. I was just doing, like I said, my brother took me to my first jiu-jitsu class when I was 16, and then I've just been doing that ever since, you know.
You're a humble ass fighter.
Thank you, man.
My brother was like that though, like real calm and collected and shit like
But a
that.
maniac in the ring.
Yeah, maniac. He ain't like this in the ring. I seen his ass. You know what I mean?
Sometimes a wise man once told me, sometimes you got to be a sheep to be the wolf you really are.
Shut the fuck up.
Deep. I know.
That's pretty deep.
It's pretty deep. He's not gonna sock somebody for that shit.
Sometimes that wolf is a sheep, and you never know. Like, I mean, that sheep is. I said it backwards.
You got a girlfriend? Anything? What's going on out there?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he said it so kind of slow a little bit. How long you been together?
A while.
Yeah.
Does that when it comes to that, does it play a role in your fighting? Because I know sometimes like it can, like, you know what I mean, your personal life can fuck up what you're doing, and the goals that you're going to.
A lot of the side stuff, no, none of that stuff.
You know how to separate.
I know how to separate everything from what I really care about is my fighting. You know, relationships, family, work, all that stuff. I separate it all the best I can.
And everybody is on board and knows like that's your main purpose.
Everybody knows that fighting is number one. That's the goal. That's
right. That's mad shit.
Yeah.
So it's fighting,
it's fighting,
then food. Look at Mel's like, these guys.
We have dating relationship podcasts. That's why we're like talking some shit. Like,
this is not a dating relationship.
Hey, we're just letting
today.
them know. You know, say we're trying to school them on this part a little bit. You know.
But yeah, no. And you said so. You've always grown up in Riverside, or
yeah, pretty much. I've lived in Riverside. Right now, I live in Moreno Valley, but
same
Riverside, Moreno Valley.
Yeah, you're saying
I've always been over there.
Hasn't it been a couple besides what's his name? What's the other pro fighter that came out of there? The Spanish dude. You remember who's gonna have him on the podcast? Because he's Mexican. I mean, he's not
so
black.
Racist.
I mean, he's not black. Besides Lorenz, we're gonna have him on the podcast.
Who?
Chris.
We had him on the podcast.
We're going to. He's fought in the UFC. He's from Riverside. It's another fighter. He's fought in the UFC. I think his name is Chris something. But are a lot of the Riverside gyms do you guys like collab? Is that like a thing or no? Or
Yeah,
like everything is separate?
A lot of them do. A lot of the guys train together. Like I train, like
You do some cross training.
yeah, I've trained with a few of them before. You know, it's all love.
Well, you fight a lot and you're young, dude.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of fights. 8 fights.
Yeah.
You did you do a lot of cross training during that time?
During my last camp, no, not really. I don't really cross train too much. I try to just keep everything to myself and to my gym and stuff like that. But you know, sometimes people we hit each other up. Like, oh, this training.
You love these calm dudes that fight because you're always like, what the fuck? My brother was just like this guy. Like really calm, like yeah, you know, and then I fucking elbow your ass in the face and shit. Like that's this kind of dude right here.
Yeah, like a mystery fighter. You
Yeah.
never know what you're gonna get.
That part, yeah.
That's how I like to be.
I like to be calm, collective. I'm not too outgoing. I'm not too loud, but
You're a jiu-jitsu guy though, but you fight a lot of jiu-jitsu guys are really like this, but you strike when you fight a lot though. That's what's kind of tripping me out, dude. Because a lot of jiu-jitsu guys are really calm. A lot of them smoke weed. They're like big potheads. They'll smoke before they come in. They're like, "What's up, bro?
You get knocked out
How
high.
you doing?" And then they're like,
I gotta be all there.
Arm you.
You about to catch me sleeping because I'm high as hell?
No, they're like,
Yeah, they do. A lot
they'll
of them
fuck
smoke
you
weed.
up, right?
Really?
And they'll be like, "What's up, bro? Hey, man, next time do this."
Are
or
they
do
Ninja
that."
Turtles talking
I'm
about?
like, you motherfuckers, like, you just tapped me out like really easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're pissing
That's
me off right now.
crazy.
You said you're blue
For a
belt, right?
fight?
Blue
Yeah.
belt?
Are you like spiritual? Do you believe in God or?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you pray before
I
fights?
pray for my fights.
Yeah.
I pray before my fights. I pray for my opponent too, because we're walking in there. We're both putting everything.
That's
on the line.
dope.
We're
That
both,
part, yeah.
I always pray before my fights. I pray every day. I don't really like boast about oh, I'm a super religious man. Because I have my own faults too. So
Yeah.
but
But that's still good, though, because
Yeah.
when it comes down to, like, what you're about, I think that's where it comes down to. Because all this other shit don't matter.
yeah.
We talk about this a lot in the podcast. Is what grounds you? What are you really about? Because everything stems from that, and that's cool that you're talking about that. Because people are embarrassed about it
Yeah,
nowadays.
definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I keep my faith strong. It's been especially this year. I lost my dad this year. He died in April. So I've been
I'm sorry to hear that.
staying strong with praying every day, knowing that
Yeah.
we're gonna
You
get
close to him?
Yeah, I was close to him, and then it sounds even more sad. My grandfather actually passed away this year too,
Oh no.
and they passed away like 6 months apart, almost exactly.
Damn.
And those are two influential men in my life, and I was with them all the time, and they both loved that I fought. They were always into it.
Did they ever see you fight?
Yeah, they seen me fight, and then my grandpa, he seen me fight on TV. So he was older. He couldn't really go to the fights like that, but he would watch them on TV. My dad's been in a couple of my fights, and then I thank God for the memories that I have with them, of course.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
try to. My motivation is also them. I try to make it. I promise them a lot.
Make them proud.
Make them proud.
Is that why you're close to your brother right now? Like, you guys real close?
Yeah, we're close.
Because you guys are the ones. You guys are the
men
ones
of the
together
family.
still now.
Yeah,
know?
definitely.
You have, is this you two or you have sisters?
I have so it's my oldest brother, and then my sister who's above me, and then we have a younger brother. So
And
there's
then
4 of us in
so
total.
you're the third.
Yeah, I'm the
Okay.
godchild.
I'm sorry to hear about your dad passing.
Oh no, yes.
Do your other siblings fight? Besides your other brother?
No, just my older brother. They trained a little bit. My little brother wrestled in high school. He did jiu-jitsu. My sister did jiu-jitsu for like a week and then didn't want to do it no more. But they know a little
Yeah.
something. My other siblings.
What would you say to your dad right now if you can say something to him?
Oh man, that I hope I keep making you proud, and that I'm gonna keep getting these wins for you. Of course, my grandpa too. I miss you both daily. I think about them every day. That's one of the first things I think about when I wake up is
Yeah.
I wish my dad and my grandpa could see this, but I know they're watching. They're proud
For
of me.
sure. For sure.
I'm gonna keep making them proud, of course.
Sure.
Make the family proud, make everybody proud.
We appreciate you for coming too and sharing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I haven't lost family like that, so I couldn't even relate. I couldn't even understand. But losing your father and your grandpa, that's.
I think it changed. It changed. I mean, I've when I lost my mom, it changes you, and then especially with you. I mean, with me, I'm not a fighter. Well, I mean, I will fight you, but you know what I mean. Mine isn't like, you know what I mean, like the proper way. So when
the proper way,
because it is, you guys, it's proper. I mean, you're not fighting in the streets, nigga. Like somebody can pull a gun on you. Somebody pulling a gun on you, nigga. Like, you know what I mean.
That's why I don't like ever want to get into a street fight, because like
it's different. Like
somebody could just shoot me, like
right. So with losing a family member, I mean, for me, a lot of anger came up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I couldn't imagine like I get a chance to beat somebody up legally. I'm gonna kill you. Like, definitely. You know what I mean? Just the amount of anger you get. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's what it is.
You got family watching right now. Read this because my eyes are
fucked. It says Magic Mark 951.
That's my cousin Mark. Shout out Mark.
We're watching you already. You made the family proud. From Mark and the guys.
Thank you.
What's the next one?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no. It sounds like where you're heading and how you're handling it. You're gonna be successful, and good things are coming, because you know what I mean. A lot of people don't. You said you pray for your opponent. Yeah. That says a lot about you. Win, loss, or draw.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean. So
have animosity towards my opponents.
You know what I mean.
You know, it's always
it's just sport. You go in there like you're ready.
Yeah.
I haven't met somebody
no ill will
who we have real problems with, but you know, it's all love at the end of the day. It's all respect. We're all in there sharing the same dream. We're all. It's a brutal game. We all have the same dream, and we all have to take it from one another. And it is what it is, though. But you know.
Yeah.
So what would you? Since we're running out of time, so what would you say? Is there anything you want to say to the audience before we go?
You know, once again, I'm here to make noise in the amateur scene, go pro, make noise there, and then, of course, can make my family proud. And you know, once again, I know I'll become one of the best fighters.
Yeah.
In the world one day.
We're gonna be watching you. Come back on. Like you said, bring the bell back.
I'll bring the bell back. Definitely.
Put it right here on the table.
Right here.
You want to shout out your Instagram and where people can follow you at?
Instagram, school, whatever you want to shout out.
Yeah, shout out MMA Mafia. Come train with us. Come check us out. And my Instagram is dmoneybjj. You know, follow me on the gram. You know, stuff like that.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
We appreciate you coming on, man. So our slogan is "Shed the Sheep."
Shed the sheep.
So we're gonna all say "Shed the Sheep" on three. What? 1, 2, 3.
Shed the sheep.
Howls over Baz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
I'm Melanie.
Daniel Renteria again.
And we are out. Appreciate you guys for watching.
Peace.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are out.